Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Are you planning a trip to Costa Mujeres? Don't book Ocean Allure until you see this. This is a quick breakdown video of all the things you can expect and my honest take on the newest adults-only resort. And if you like what you see, I do have full videos if you're wanting to dive a little deeper into the food, the rooms, and the privilege areas. I will throw some links down in the description for you. Let's put you in the know before you go. All right, guys, let's go check out the resort. As we step into the lobby, you can immediately tell how fresh this property is. I mean, it smells fantastic. It's got that smell all over the resort, and I can tell you, it's amazing. Ocean Allure just opened its doors late last year, so everything from the tile work to the decor is still in that pristine, brand new condition. This is a mid-sized resort with just under 600 rooms. It hits that sweet spot where you have plenty of amenities and people to create a great atmosphere, but it's not so large that you feel lost in a sea of guests. It's also super walkable and is actually a really great resort for anybody with mobility issues, as you can get around quite easily. The lobby is actually the highest point of the resort, giving you this elevated view down toward the pools and the Caribbean Sea. Let's head over and check out the lobby bar. This is the central hub of Ocean Allure. Because of the resort's layout, almost every path leads back to here, making it the perfect spot to meet up with friends or grab a drink before heading to dinner. Or, well, just anytime you're passing by. During the day, it's a bit more laid back, as generally everybody's at the pool bar. However, once the sun sets, this space completely transforms. Since this is an adults-only resort, the nightlife centers right here. This is where you'll find the live music, the evening entertainment, and the best cocktails on the property. There's a mix of comfortable lounge seating and high-top bar stools, so whether you want to be people-watching or having a more private conversation, there's a spot for you. And if you're privileged and need your top-shelf liquor, it's right there on the top shelf. Now, if you're a privileged guest, you also have this lobby to hang out in and have drinks, get checked in, do reservations, all the things. You're special. You get your own room. Since we're right here by the lobby, let's check out the sports bar. If the lobby bar is the elegant heart of the resort, the sports bar is definitely the fun zone. It's got a much more laid-back, high-energy atmosphere that's perfect for when you want to be a bit more active. This isn't just a bar, it's a full entertainment center. They've got multiple pool tables, foosball, even a DJ booth for when the party really picks up at night. And of course, always playing the big game. It wouldn't be a sports bar without the screens. They have TVs everywhere, so you won't miss any of the big games back home while you're enjoying your vacation. This place definitely got lively when you got all the Canadians and Americans in here trying to watch a hockey game. It got really loud and really crazy and super fun. It was definitely our go-to in the late afternoon and early evenings. One of the coolest features here, and something you don't see at every resort, especially adults-only ones, is the bowling alley and the golf simulator. They're completely included. You don't have to pay a single extra penny to come in here and play a few rounds with your friends. It's right next door to the sports bar. Don't forget to look out the windows here. While the rest of the resort focuses on the ocean, the bowling alley gives you these really cool views of the lush jungle behind the property. This is also a great rainy day spot. If you happen to get a Caribbean afternoon shower, this is a place everyone flocks to for some indoor fun. Or maybe you got really sunburnt at the pool bar and you need to find yourself some shade. This would be the place to go. We're here in the morning, so it's pretty quiet and not really open. But come back after 10 p.m. and this place is hopping. It's the perfect secondary spot if you want a change of scenery from the main lobby entertainment. I'll be showing you more of the evening energy in my full resort video. But for now, let's head back out of here, and I'm going to show you what else is available on this main lobby level. Piano bar. Doesn't appear to be open yet. It's about 6:30. Guessing it's an after dinner item. Oh, there you go. And there's the dress code. We tried heading into the piano bar several times, but never really found there to be a bartender behind the bar. I'm not sure if we were just unlucky, because there was people sitting around with drinks all over the place, but we never made it happen, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it was a BYOB situation, and all the bottles were just to look at. Now, let's talk about the shopping here. I have to give them credit. They did have everything that you could possibly have forgotten. Whether you forgot your sunscreen, need a new swimsuit, want high quality local souvenirs, you're going to find it right here on the property. But here's my big warning. Bring your wallet. When it's incredibly convenient, be prepared to spend way more than you could possibly even imagine they would be charging. You are definitely paying a premium for the resort convenience. We're talking about the basic essentials, things like ibuprofen or sunblock being priced at, well, at least 4 times what you'd pay at home. It's a great safety net to have, but my best advice is to double check your packing and make sure you don't have to shop here. I mean, who really wants to pay $7 for a stick of chapstick or $18 for a Red Bull? No, thank you. That being said, they do have some beautiful boutique items and resort wear that are hard to resist. Just go in knowing paradise prices are very much in effect. If you're planning a trip here, I actually have a packing list video where I show you exactly what to bring so you can avoid these resort markups and keep that extra cash for some excursions or maybe a really nice dinner. All right, well now let's go down these stairs and head down to the lower level. Down here you're going to find lots more things, restaurants, and this Showtime theater. It's the dedicated indoor theater. This is where the big productions happen. They feature everything from like circus acts and tribute shows and some cultural performances. The schedule changes daily, so you're going to have to check the app or the board that's outside to see what's playing. My favorite part, it has AC. Next door to the theater is the gym. If you're someone who likes to keep up with your routine while on vacation, good for you. I'm not that person. But since this resort is so new, the equipment is state of the art, it seems. They have a good mix of life fitness cardio machines, treadmills, ellipticals. I saw some bikes. Looks like they have about everything you would need. I'm definitely no expert when it comes to the gym. But if you are an expert, please comment below. Is this a good gym? I really have no idea. Let me know. All right, well, next door to that, we've got Mike's Coffee. For many people, this is going to be the first stop of the day. It has that classic cozy cafe vibe that makes you forget that you're at a really huge all-inclusive. I'm not a huge coffee person, but it looks like they do everything here. You got your standard lattes, cappuccinos, iced coffees, and frappes. If you're a coffee lover, I'm sure you're going to find the quality here is a big step up from the buffet. They also had a pastry case with lots of little sweet treats if you're looking for a little something to get your sugar going in the morning. And if you need a quiet place to work, the Wi-Fi is strong in here and the AC is great. Just a heads up though, it does get really busy after breakfast time. Around 9 o'clock, it gets, well, line out the door kind of busy, but the staff here are really fast. So the wait is never very long, but maybe avoid that time. Let's take a look at the swim-up suites that are located on the backside of the resort. What I love about this area is how much quieter it was compared to the main pool area. If you're looking for a more private experience, this is the side of the property you would want to be on. You are very tucked away back here, and I actually kind of liked it more than I thought I would. I thought I would enjoy the more fun side, which is this side. On this side, these are going to be the regular swim-up suites. The privileged suites are going to be at the far end towards the ocean. These ones do face the lazy river, which is super convenient if you are somebody who likes to relax and float your day away. I really did enjoy the lazy river. It does have a gentle current. It's not like a rapid or anything, but it definitely had some push power and got you around. There's waterfalls underneath all of the bridges. There was some water features along the way. And the best part, well, the pool bar right there at the end. Yep, drink waiting when you're done. All right, next we're going to look at the Privilege Swim Up Suites. These are the ones that are down closer to the ocean. They're in front of the quieter pool and the flow rider, which may get loud. I'm not sure. And by the way, the flow rider is included. All right, now we're heading up to one of the rooftop bars. This is for Privilege only, but I would get it just for that view. This is where you really notice the Privilege difference. The loungers are a bit more plush. The towels are oversized. I feel more privileged just having that view. If you're still not sold and you need to know if Privilege is worth the upgrade or not, I do have a full Privilege video on what I lost out on by not being Privilege. So if you're trying to decide, definitely give that one a watch. Maybe it'll help you. Just one tip that you should think about. When you're up here, there's not a lot of shade, so make sure you get one of those loungers, one of those, and keep the shade up because it's hot up here. And remember to grab that sunscreen as well. Because yes, even the privileged people get sunburns. And as amazing as the staff is up here, I haven't seen them dousing anybody in sunscreen yet. I did want to point out that there's not only just one of these rooftop pools, there is in fact two. One on each side of the building. So you get a different vantage point from either side, depending on what you want to look at. On this side, the resort next to it is the Riu Palace, Costa Mujeres. On the other rooftop pool, the resort next to it is Secrets Playa Blanca. Just in case you were wondering who your neighbors were. Now let's head over to the other rooftop pool, and we will be passing the other Privilege swim outs. This is building 1. This first section here, those are just regular swim ups, and they're closer to the regular restaurants. The next building is also regular and is going to have the closest access to the main pool. Now, this one is also Privilege, and a perk to being on this side would be that you are directly across from the Privilege pool, and they tend to be a bit shadier as well. Very close to the Privilege Lounge and Restaurant. So if that is something that is a consideration for you, I would definitely ask for building 1. As being closer to a cozy AC'd room with premium snacks and premium drinks doesn't sound bad. You are also closer to the Privilege part of the beach. There's a big walkway there that goes down with all the premium loungers. All right, and up on the 5th floor, we are at the other rooftop pool in building 1. This is basically the exact same as the one on building 2. However, your views are slightly different, but other than that, either one would be a great choice. I imagine there might be different vibes going on throughout the day that makes you want to switch to one or the other. I don't know. And this one does appear to have more shade later in the afternoon, so that could be a good thing. It'll save you some money on sunscreen. So this one just has a different view off to the side, different bartender, same liquor choices there. You do get the premium spirits just steps away, and you are the only ones that get beer in a can. So let's just take a look at this side over here. That is the Secrets Playa Blanca. That is your neighbor on this side, and you get the views of the hotel zone over there and views of Isla Mujeres. Let's go take a look at the other side. This is going to be where you get the best view of the actual resort. That is going to be your main entertainment pool. The one closest to the ocean over there, that one is the Privilege one. The lazy river's on the other side, as well as the quiet pool. I think we should head down and get in that pool. Here we are at the main pool. It's the activity pool as well and has the pool bar. There are 2 different pool bars. The other one is at the lazy river. This one, however, did feel like more of the place to be. It's more centrally located and is where most of the daily action happens. So we did find ourselves spending more time here than at any of the other pools. I can't say that I even got in the quiet pool during our stay. I spent, almost all my time right here at the pool bar. We did find most of the bartenders to be very friendly. I think there was only one that was kind of like a little off-putting, but, we did ask him for a can of beer. So I guess don't do that, and it should be fine. Unless you're privileged, of course, because then it's okay to have canned beer. That was definitely one of the craziest things I'd ever seen at an all-inclusive. So if you are a canned beer person, you might want to be privileged for sure. Their snacks by the pool were very good. They did do different things every day. And then, of course, there was Ocean Burger there where you could get burgers and paninis. All right, now we're going to head on over to another relaxed pool. This one you don't really swim in. It's very shallow, but it's got hammocks, and it was very relaxing. We didn't spend an awful lot of time here, but I actually found myself here more in the evening, as it was a quiet place to just chill and get away from everybody. All right, and now let's head down to the beach. This is seaweed season, so there was some. However, up here in Costa Mujeres, you are blocked by the island of Isla Mujeres some, so you don't get nearly as much as you do get down by Playa del Carmen and in the Riviera Maya area. So there still was some, but it was definitely not the amount that you get everywhere else. So if you are that person that has to have the beach and has to get in the water and you don't want to see that stinky stuff, well, Costa Mujeres might be a great choice for you. Something else to note is the beach is not as wide as some may like. There is a protective mangrove area on the beach, so it's not just all white sandy beach all the way to the resort. You do have to go over a bridge where the mangroves are to get out to the sand. But once you've made it to the sand, let me tell you, it's that deep, soft, really amazing sand. And might I say, if you're looking for one of those fancy private dinners, this would be a great spot. Or maybe not. You would be kind of on display. All right, so I'm going to only go over one of the restaurants. I do have a full dining video, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in knowing all the things. This is Sakura Teppanyaki. It is one of the few restaurants at the resort that requires a reservation.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God. Woo! That's what I need.
As teppanyaki is always popular, make sure you get your reservations in early. You can head to guest services to get that done, or use your app if you can get it to work then. I would give the teppanyaki experience an 8 out of 10 on the teppanyaki scale. Ocean Allure Costa Mujeres is a fantastic choice if you're looking for a laid-back, fun, adults-only escape. It's perfect for relaxing by the water and maybe meeting some new people in a beautiful setting. However, it's all about managing your expectations. If you're looking for over-the-top ultra luxury or true gourmet fine dining, this may not hit the mark for you. Likewise, if you're after a high-energy 24/7 party vibe, you'll likely find it a bit too quiet. The key to a great vacation is finding the resort that actually fits your style. That's where I come in. If you aren't sure if Ocean Allure is the one, or if you're ready to find your own version of paradise, reach out to us at Dreamweaver Travel. I can help you cut through the noise and find the perfect resort for your trip. Click the link in the description to get started, and let's turn your travel dreams into reality. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.